To find some evidence. Yeah, let's sell Thompson. Hey, it's Xavier McDermott, X-Man for real. Listen.
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, man? I hope everybody is good, great, and in good health. It's been a minute, but we got to talk. We need to talk. I've been letting everything transpire, letting everything go for a minute. I ain't been tripping on anything. We are gathered here today to talk about players that don't respect the game or understand their place. And players like that I'm talking about is Draymond Green. He's the first one on the list. Now, Draymond, we've been on you for a minute. Everybody know the truth. And when I say everybody, I mean everybody. You have benefited from where you got drafted at. You have benefited from who you played with. You have benefited from Steph. Excuse me, you guys. Clay. Mark Jackson. Iguodala. Uh, Barnes. I forget the power forward that they traded, but before you have benefited. You are no different from a Randy Brown. You are no different from a Devin George. You are no different from let's say, who else won a championship and they just was there. You are no different from whoever was on the bench with the Spurs and you don't really know their name. Let's keep it real. Mark Jackson, I could see you saying maybe he stunted your growth. Mark Jackson didn't see whatever Steve Kerr seen in you. For you to come out and disrespect Steve Kerr, who gave you the chance to be on the biggest stage, is crazy. It lets me know that you don't want Steve Kerr to come back. And that's okay. But it just shows that you fake. Sorry. Yo. Right. Yeah. Like I said, it's about being a bum, not understanding that he should be thankful for the career that he got. There's so many power forwards that anybody would love to have other than Draymond Green. Draymond Green, you are not in the top 10 of power forward. Draymond Green, you are not in the top 20 of power forward, at least to me, who know common sense. What you needed to do was very simple, and you know, you understand? You like to make it seem like Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Kevin Durant, Andre Iguodala has championships because of you. That is false. You have championships because of them. It's not an accident. Who do you think you are? I think you got carried away when you seen LeBron, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Love in the final. And when you got that idiotic ejection for trying to WWE low blow LeBron James because he stepped over you and let his ball juice drip all over the back of your neck. That's a fact. We got it on tape. You got ejected and the momentum swung. It wasn't because of what your offense and your skill. You were a key in the defense. And by you not playing in the next game, it allowed Cavaliers to get the advantage, basically. It's amazing how people get caught up in the hype sometimes, on what their role was in the success of another. I know for a fact that Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, the Flash. What's your nickname? Dennis Rodman. He was known as the Worm because he can wiggle around people and get rebounds. What's your nickname for your specialty? We call Steph either the greatest shooter ever or a part of the Splash Brothers. We call Klay Thompson a part of the Splash Brothers. We call Kevin Durant Tarantula, whatever you want to say. We call LeBron. Well, you guys, I gotta be right. You guys call LeBron. I call him LeBron James. You guys call LeBron James the king or the fake goat. We call Michael Jordan airness or the goat or something in that way. We call Kobe the Black Mamba. We call Gary Payton the glove. We call, people have, we call Vince Carter half man, half amazing. We call Tracy McGrady T-man. Like, you get these nicknames off of what your skill is. What the hell is your nickname because of your skill? And you claim you are the best screen giver ever, right? With Steph. Why the hell we don't call you something with a screen or something? It's time to stop the bullshit. The only talented people that came with that championship franchise and dynasty is everybody else except for you and Steve Kerr. Put it like that. Everyone else except you and Steve Kerr. Y'all benefited from everyone else's talent. I don't get it. I don't understand. We got to start showing more respect. We got to start being more honest about who these people are in the NBA. We cannot just say what we think or who's your favorite. That doesn't matter to me who your favorite is. That doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is you just keeping the game pure, keeping the game real. Draymond Green is one of the fakest people in the league. I told everybody a long time ago, he only gets paid off of the crazy stuff that he says and kicking and doing WWE moves to people on the NBA court. It's not about talent. When you really think about what we always tuning in to Draymond Green about, because he's doing an outlandish, crazy take, or he did something crazy on the court. It's not because of his skills. We're not sitting up here talking about his skill. And it's not because we don't want to. It's just because he don't make it. Draymond Green does not make you pay attention to his skill. He make you pay attention to his antics. If the Golden State Warriors, I believe they would have been traded Draymond Green. I believe no one wants Draymond Green. First of all, whatever you were good at, you're too old to be good at again. It's over. I never agreed with anything that Draymond did on the court. I never thought he was good. I never thought he was good. A good player, he can go and thrive somewhere else. You know, now, Klay Thompson, for instance. If Klay Thompson never got injured, let's put it like this, be real. If Klay Thompson never gets injured, Golden State never lets him go. People forget that in that finals when they lost to Toronto, Klay Thompson was performing better than anyone when Kevin Durant went down. He only diminished because of injury. Draymond, what's your goddamn excuse? What is Draymond Green excuse for diminishing? You can't blame it on old age. The dude still play the same. His career average is trash. This man got on TV with Charles Barkley and said, I guess the goal is not to look like you with the Houston Rockets. Every season that Charles Barkley played with the Houston Rockets is better than Draymond Green's. Do not become a victim of what you're looking at now because you didn't see Charles Barkley and other power forwards. He does not hold a candle to the Sean Kemps, to the Charles Barkleys, to the Tim Duncans. You guys think he's guarding them? He would have never even been in defensive player discussions in that time. Those guys would have averaged 40 on him, 30 at least. Player. Draymond Green is garbage. I don't believe that Draymond even believes he is who he is. And it's a lot of us out here that knows better. You can't fool us. I'm not going to keep on allowing these lies to be spread. All you guys are doing is making a bad example for the next guys up, bro. You supposed to make the game better. But I understand. Look, make the game better for the players. But don't take shortcuts. Don't water the game down just for you to be better. That's where you're cheating the game. The only reason that Draymond Green name is known, it's because of who he plays with. It's not because of what he does. It's ridiculous. Sometimes I let these dudes say some things. Some things they say it's like, nah, that's gonna stick. I can't let that just stay out there. They got to get a little pushback. Hold on, you guys. That's the truth. How I feel. Coming back in. Draymond Green is a disgrace to the game. Why is he a disgrace? Because he doesn't respect it. not time to be quiet when dudes is out here spreading lies, man. When dudes out here spreading lies, that's when you gotta let them know what's up. You will not be allowed to spread lies. Ron Teasy,
What's up with it, Brody?
what's up with it?
Man, same joint. You had to send it through my email. It didn't come up in the text for some reason.
Man, I was up in here, man. I'm on Draymond, man. Like, you know, it's other things to be on. We ain't gotta always focus on other dudes' legacies that they destroying. We can just focus on dudes who destroy their own legacy and don't respect it. I said Draymond Green is a disgrace, bro, to the game, not because of what he does, like on the court. It's what comes out his mouth. You feel me? That's the disgrace to me. You don't respect nobody. Like, let's be real. Draymond Green, in this era, you are able to guard a center. But if you was in the 90s or the early 2000s, could you really guard a center? Could you guard Sean Kemp? Could you guard Hakeem? Could you guard Tim Duncan? Could you guard Kevin Garnett? You feel what I'm saying, bro?
Draymond be overwhelmed, bro.
And then for you to come and crash out on Steve Kerr, that's showing that, first of all, let me say it like this. Mark Jackson drafted you. Mark Jackson drafted Steph Curry. Mark Jackson drafted Klay Thompson. Mark Jackson signed Andre Iguodala. So for you to say you feel like Steve Kerr like halted your career, that's weird because he's the one who put you in the starting lineup, not Mark. Mark didn't see that in you. He's seen something in Steph. He's seen something in Klay. He's seen something in Andre. He's seen something in Matt Barnes. Those guys I forget the white power forward that was starting before him that was elected to the All-Star game. So for you to come out and say, I believe that Steve Kerr halted my career in a way, and no, it's not. He didn't halter anything. If anything, he elevated you, and that's all he did because you were on the bench, bro. You wasn't starting. You wasn't being able to be this triple single king that you is now. You never even Andre Iguodala averaged more points and played about the same amount of defense that you did. What you think about that, bro? I gotta add him back to God. Gotta add him to the page back.
Okay, my bad. My bad.
You back in. What you just think about that? I know you know the history, though. I know you know the history. We ain't gotta go back to that. You know the history. You know who drafted him, right? I'm gonna just break it down. So for him to do that to Steve Kerr, think about it. Steve Kerr did not draft this championship team, right? And I'm saying all of them, even the last one with Jordan Poole. Why? Because it was all about the core, really. If you got the right little pieces around him, you could have did that. Mark Jackson will be a champion if he would have still been the head coach because they would have figured it out, period, point blank. But Draymond, Steve Kerr put you on. When Mark Jackson was the coach, he did not think to make you a starter. He did not think to put you in front of Andre. He did not think to do any of that. What you think about that, bro, when it comes to him?
Well, yeah, because he kind of like, yeah, you absolutely right?
Yeah.
But remember, David Lee was there when Mark Jackson drafted Draymond. His whole plan was
Yeah, Lee, that's who I forgot. Yeah, Lee, that's who I was trying to think of, bro. Lee, bro, he the one who was there.
Yeah, you feel me? So when they added Iguodala, he wasn't no Iguodala at all. found this role with that system that they played, and he just happened to be perfect for that role, bro. He like I don't know what he expected to be in the NBA. Like I
You
heard
know,
him
look. Honestly, look. If we look back at it, right, just to ask you, because I don't really watch. Not these days. Back in the days, I watched college, and I'm gonna tell you why. This is my reason. I watched college because I didn't watch college to watch a player in his first year. If you build it yourself after about 2 to 3 years, damn, I'm like, let me tune in to see what's coming in. But these dudes don't do that, so I'm not fit to watch it one and done. But I believe whatever success he had in high school and college, it made him feel like I could do this. You know, that's how these players feel. I could do this in the NBA. And when you look at Draymond's skill set just right now, if you had the skills to be a scorer, you would still be able to score no matter how many shots they tell you to take and when to take them. Kobe Bryant came off the bench and averaged about 13 and 15, and he was not starting in his first 2 years. So if you're able to score, you're able to score. Draymond Green is just lying through his teeth, over his tongue, and through his gums.
No, hold on. Let me give you just a little pushback on that, right, bro?
Yeah.
Like, because I watched him at Michigan State. If you would have watched him at Michigan State, like, I don't know if you did or not.
No, I didn't look, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But this what I was wanting you to say. College is different from the NBA, right, bro? We all can agree on that one.
Absolutely.
So this is what I'm saying. Look how many. This is why I said, and I didn't think I have to say it because we come from that generation. Look how many. Yesterday we wasn't this generation, right? If you was in that top 10, we expected your ass to be able to change a franchise. We didn't just say no lottery pick like the top 3. We felt like the top 10 picks should be able to change a franchise.
They should be able to move a franchise.
They should be able to move. So I understand what you do. Look at Kobe and look at LeBron, look at KG. Bro, them niggas was from high school. These are niggas that went to college, right? And at least got a little feel of a little bit of man muscle. Feel me? You grown in college. Them niggas played against teenagers and came and adjusted. When you look at Draymond coming into the league, even though he probably was scoring in college, Draymond do not want to face the fact that the skill level that you were facing then, yes, Draymond, you were doing that. But in the NBA, this is your peak. Everything Draymond Green did to get championships to help Golden State, ain't nobody shitting on that. And the problem with it is that he's shitting on it. He's basically saying, I could have had these 4 championships and did more on defense.
Now, I'm going to tell you what Draymond's issue was, right? Hello? You still there, bro?
Than a Randy Brown. You're better than certain players that just Nick Young's. You're better than these players that just were on the team and got a championship. But don't be mad because you were a role player. You need a championship role player to win a championship, someone that's just good in your role. So for you to, so for you to look, Robert Horry, Rick Fox, Derek Fisher, when you look at it, Ron Harper with the Chicago Bulls and the Lakers, John Sally, Rodman with the Detroit Pistons, Rodman.
I'm glad you said that, bro, right? I'm glad you mentioned 2 specific names, right?
Yeah.
Now, just hear what I'm about to say.
You know I'm gonna hear you out, bro.
Draymond is the type of good dude. He's good at a lot of things, but he's not great at anything. You feel me?
Thank you. That's what I mean. I can't shit on him, but I'm not gonna let you sit up here and tell us you're more. You know, look, Trish, this is what I don't like too, bro, just to tell you so you can also add this on whatever you're about to tell me. LeBron James is great at this, and you know this, and this is why he's seen this in Draymond, right? Sometimes LeBron has been the only player that I ever known in history in the NBA that can get you paid more than your worth.
Yeah, it's going to go off the king said.
Tristan Thompson, J.R. Smith, and I'm not saying J.R. Smith was a bum because I seen that nigga when he first came in, but I'm saying What his role was when he was with LeBron James was not worth that money. What Tristan Thompson role was, and what Draymond Green role is with the Golden State Warriors is not worth that money. That's why he slid to clutch. It's just like Draymond. We can't even shit on you. You feel what I'm saying, Ron? We can't shit on you, but don't be mad if we don't call you the star of the team. He want to be looked at. This is what I don't like. It's like a Rodman thing. You feel me? Rodman, you are great. You one of the top 50 players, nigga. You a Hall of Famer. What the fuck else do you want, bro? We all know that Michael Jordan could not win them championships without you. But goddamn, bro, you ain't Michael Jordan. Damn, what the fuck is wrong with that?
I mean, well, in Rodman's defense, he never wanted to be. You feel me? But he
No,
just
not Rodman, but I'm saying your boy Scottie Pippen, man. Scottie Pippen.
Now check this out, right? You said a couple names that resonated. You said Dennis Rodman, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like everybody who goes to the NBA, let's make this clear. Everybody who goes to the NBA has a skill set. One of their skill sets they're great at. You feel me? Yeah. Whether it be rebounding, whether it be scoring, whether it be passing the ball, whether it be blocking shots, it's some aspect of your game that you're great at when you got to the league, right? Now,
that's why they drafted you. That's why they drafted you. They seen a specific skill set. But look. Also, I want you to explain this to them because you speaking in our time. So also, I'm just saying to the audience, because they in positionless basketball. We talking positions because that's when they got you for Pacifics. If you was a center, we was looking at blocks, rebounds, and shit like that. So you got to talk. I just want you to do both.
Mm-hmm. No. What I was going to say is a lot of people coming out, right? A lot of people, they wouldn't believe that Patrick Beverly averaged 37 points a game in Chicago his senior year. You feel me? You wouldn't look at that. Patrick Beverly was able to score, but they didn't bring that to the NBA. Yo, you're decent at score, but you're not a pure scorer like a nigga like Kobe, Durant, Beasley. You feel me? That's just what they do. I'm gonna tell you another dude that you said that was one of the best role players of all time, Rick Fox, coming out of UNC. That nigga averaged 20 points a game at Boston when they drafted him. You feel me? But he found his role with being a defender, being a corner three guy, even though, Rick Fox can go get you 20 points if you need it, but that's not what his game is. That's not what he's great at. You feel me? And it's the same thing, like people, a lot of people, you could win money on this, bro. A lot of people would ask you, Dennis Rodman's senior year, that nigga led the whole college in scoring, bro. That nigga averaged 27 points a game at his NIAA school. Led collegiate college in scoring his senior year.
Yeah.
You would never think that coming into the NBA, watching him play in the NBA. It's like, damn, Rodman can't score. If y'all go back and look at his senior year in college, the nigga led the nation in scoring. You feel me? So it's just like, when they identify you for your role, bitch, this is what you about to do. I don't give a fuck what you did. I don't care what you did then and there. Yeah. This is what we need you to do now. And it seemed like Draymond, he didn't want to accept that. Yeah, Draymond, you averaged 18 points at Michigan. Yeah, you know what? I ain't gonna front. His offense looked way better in college. He was handling the ball, getting to his midi. Like, you would think Draymond Green was gonna come out and be a guard, a big two guard. You feel me?
But look, guess what? That's using you for your advantage in college.
But see, it seems like he's not accepting the fact that, bro, we know you can do that. Bro, anybody in the NBA, including the big man, stand on the court.
You know what you told me, bro? Just to add it in, I'm going to give you another player to speak on because I know you probably know a little bit more about this history by being on that side of town, right? So you can add this dude in. Patrick Beverly was a scorer too, nigga.
That's what I said. People don't understand. He averaged 37 points a game in Chicago, bro.
Yeah.
In high school, his senior year, he averaged 37. That's unheard of. You would think like, damn. And then when I watched this mixtape, I'm like, oh shit, P. Bev had some shit with him. But guess what? When you got to the NBA, we got a million dudes who do that a million times better than you. You feel me? We got some
And
dudes
look,
that are better.
or look, not even a million times. You're drafted on a team that we already got somebody that
Or
does
we got
that better
somebody
than
there
you.
who's doing that. That's not
Yeah, so
a
it's like Draymond. They got Andre Iguodala for defense, certain things. It was like, or look, Andre, he could score better than you. Let's just say in the NBA at this time, because we all
absolute.
know he actually led a team, Philly, when Iverson left. Right?
Yep, he averaged
Draymond
21 that
hasn't
year.
proved that. Every time that we need to see it, think about it too, bro. This is why I don't like what Draymond Green said. And I know you the perfect person to come at this because you're going to tell the truth on it. Draymond Green, every time you had a chance to even show us, which is not that much, right? But every time you had a chance to show us that you can do some offensive things, you fake an injury so you can sit out with Steph Curry and Clay them.
So you don't want to get exposed. Like,
You
you
don't
don't
want to
want to
get
get exposed.
exposed that you can't do both.
Like, that's why I was like, yo, I agree with Austin Rivers. I'm like, bro, coming out of high school, Austin Rivers is the number one player in the country. Austin Rivers was the number one player in the country, bro. The nigga was a top 10 lottery. The nigga only played 1 year at Duke, bro. He was him. He got into the NBA and was an average NBA player. Guess what? That happens, bro. Because these dudes be so great, be so many dudes that's better than you at what you do. You just don't know it because you ain't ran across them. Like, you
Yes,
feel me?
sir.
Like I'm gonna tell you, like, I'm gonna give you a perfect example. Nobody in college was able to really play against Ja Morant because he played at Morehead State. You feel me? So a lot of teams wasn't scheduling them. Only thing they seeing is this young buck highlights on ESPN. Or if you played at one of them schools that played him, you seen him up close and personal. You feel me? But not until he got into the NBA where they was like, whoa, this kid is him. Why this kid wasn't at North Carolina or Duke or something like that? You feel me? Like, he him. But nobody ever got a chance to see him because he went to a small school. So by me saying that, it's always niggas out there that's better than you than what you're doing. You feel me? It's always, unless you a nigga like Cole, who just mastered that art. You feel me? A nigga like Tim Thomas coming out of high school, who was the best player in the country at that time. You feel me? And he came out in Kobe class. He was number one. Kobe was number two. You feel me? So it's just like, you gotta learn to accept your role. You feel me? And it's
That's
like,
what look, and this is what I'm saying. Obviously, right? I can't lie, nigga. Obviously, you accepted your role, Draymond, because you got championships, 4 of them. But the thing is with me, Draymond Green is also a sabotager. You feel me? He remind me of a dude, bro, and I'm gonna say it in street terms. Draymond Green remind me of a dude like this. Because if we look at his pattern, look what happened every time every time something's great happening for the team, he's the one that bring it down. He reminds me of a dude that we go hit a lick, everybody coming up on money, but he when he don't like the split, when he don't like how the money gonna split, he X somebody out who was on the lick, and now the split is bigger.
Keep going, bro. I hear you. I'm just going on mute for 1 second. Let me grab something.
Yeah. I feel like Draymond is one of those dudes. He one of those dudes when you tell him this is the split, he don't see himself coming out with what he thought he was gonna come out with. He gets rid of you. When Draymond Green didn't like what he knew, if Kevin Durant would have re-signed, the Golden State Warriors wouldn't have been able to sign him. So he bullied that man out of the way. When he seen that Golden State gave Wiggins that money and then they was about to get that money and Poole threw it in his face, that's what his reaction was over. It wasn't over about anything else. Draymond Green knows he's not worth the money that Golden State giving him. But if he can get everybody else out the way and keep fooling them, making them think that he's the engine, you are a part of the engine. Nigga, let me tell you what part of the engine you is. Let me tell you. Let me think about the whole engine. This nigga Draymond Green is the fan belt. This nigga Draymond Green is the fan belt. Don't get beyond your means, my nigga. You starting to live beyond your means. See, you hanging around LeBron. You feeling like you signed the clutch. You feeling like the man. You going to parties that you don't supposed to be in. You starting to get big-headed. You starting to believe the hype. When they say Draymond Green is the machine, think about this. When Kevin Durant and joined Golden State Warriors, they wasn't saying a damn thing about you. They were just talking about Steph and Kevin Durant. They even stopped talking about Clay. You didn't even hear shit about the Splash Brothers no more. Draymond Green is one of those people. He like a family member. He wants you to do good, but you can't do better than him. That's a fact. That man, Draymond Green, is like a family member. He wants you to do good, but you can't do better than him.
My bad, Trey, man. Wifey just sent me an article, man, like that just blew my mind, bro. I'm
No,
sorry.
you good, bro. Hey, bro, you good. You good. You already know, bro. Look, do you agree with that? And this some real shit. And we know we got friends like this. We got family like this, all type of ways, right? And I'm just being real, bro. You know, and look, it ain't even got to be a certain person, but I know, Ron, you know a person like this on some real shit. You got a person in your life where you figure where they want you to do good, but you can't do better than them. What you think about that?
My bad, Trey, man. My man's sister just died, man. I'm tripping, man.
Oh, wait, whoa. What you say, bro? Wait, hold on, man. God happy.
My man, I got a friend who I grew up with and I played football with. My man, Andel Terrell. He after high school, he blew his knee out. He was going to college down in Georgia, one of those schools. He blew his knee out, but his wife was down there with him. And they started their family and raised their family down there. He's from my town, though. You feel me? The crazy part about it, his son, his oldest son, AJ, got drafted by the Atlanta Falcons 3 years ago, first round. You feel me? His youngest son just got drafted by the Falcons this year, second round. And I was just talking to my guy like, man, I'm proud of the boys. Yo, that's what's up, Andel. I love y'all. And then this nigga's sister was sitting in a fucking car in the parking lot, minding her business, and somebody crashed into her and killed her, bro, while she wasn't even moving. They just must. That's why I said, hold on, because wifey had just sent me the article like, yo, ain't this your friend? And I'm sitting there like, yo, that's not Giselle. And I'm like, Giselle died? And she like, yo, it just happened. They got it up on Facebook. And I'm sitting there like, whoa. I'm like, yo, her other nephew just made it to the NFL, bro. Both of her nephews played corner. Both of her nephews went to Clemson. Both of them niggas got drafted by the Atlanta Falcons. Like first and second round. And I'm sitting there like, yo, how could this happen, man? Like, whoa, I'm sorry, bro. That shit just blew me back.
Nah, man. Hey, you know what? And that's why I said, hold on, wait. Because you know what? Yeah, we here talking about sports.
Yo, that shit.
Sports is real, but real life is realer, bro. Like,
just imagine, Trey, somebody that you played youth football with, you went to middle school with, y'all in high school, y'all tight as fuck. You know what I mean? He go off, his son make the NFL, and like his sister, that was my dog. You feel me? Like that was my dog. Like she was such good peoples. And it's like, wait, what you mean Giselle died? And then come to find out she's sitting in her car and somebody hit her and she died. Like she was parked, bro. I'm like, wait a minute, hold up. Like they just coming down off a high of her nephew getting drafted. Like I'm watching the draft, bro. And they show my man and his family when his son get drafted, they erupt. And I'm sitting there like, look at Anda. I'm like, man, I couldn't have happened to a better dude. You feel me? And now you just had that great moment. And then the crazy part about it, bro, everybody thought him and his sisters was twins because they looked so much alike, light skinned with them brown eyes, but she was a year older than him. And I'm just like, yo, they just went from sugar to shit in a week.
Hey, look, you know what that do to you know what that do to me, bro, and what's that telling me? Because you going through that one. You feel me? What that's telling me with you? Because I went through a homegirl passing away. You feel me? She had cancer and everything, and she passed away. And at first we didn't know it. Just kind of it was at that end point. So I'm gonna say this: when you get message like when things like that, everything is a message to me. So I'm gonna say. So I'm gonna say to you, bro, like, you know, when somebody close to you pass away and you still alive, yeah, it's gonna hurt at the same time, but also look at it as you still being alive, right? Because you looking at them as they in your age range. So first of all, thank God that you still here because it could have been you. And then it makes me feel like when someone like around my age range or I grew up with pass away, it makes me want to kind of cancel out some of the stupid beefs I got, get a little bit more closer, check up on a few more loved ones, you know, more like because I never know when they might pull my lottery number.
Bro, when I tell you she is the epitome, like her and her family, they are the epitome of good people. Like good people, bro. Like good people. Like yo, I was just talking to my guy. I'm like, yo, bro, I'm not gonna hold you up, man. Y'all got some celebrating to do. I'm like, man, tell the boys I don't want nothing. Whenever they in the Northeast region, just send me a ticket. He like, I got you, bro. I got you. He like, you already know you good for that. And I'm just sitting there like, damn, my man had 2 sons drafted into the NFL. And I be telling him, I'm like, nah, I played football with their dad. You feel me? I'm like, I played football with their dad. I grew up with him. That's my friend when they like, that's my guy. And my wife just sent me that article and I'm like, wait a minute, I just seen Giselle on TV celebrating with her nephews.
Yeah.
Like last week at the NFL draft, bro. I just seen her on TV jumping up and down when her nephew got drafted, bro. Her other nephew, because her other nephew had already got drafted 3 years ago in the first round. Matter of fact, he ended up getting an extension from Atlanta for $120 million.
Yeah.
Because he like one of the best corners in the league. You feel me? And his little brother who played the same position just got drafted out of Clemson.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just like, yo, they just went from sugar to shit in like a matter of a week. Like, I know my man like, man, who the fuck cares about that NFL shit? My sister just died, Joe. And it ain't like she was sick and they seen the shit coming. They said she was sitting in the car.
Damn, bro. All I could say hey, look, and all I could say on things like that, bro, you know, look, how you talking about that person, I know they was a good person, you feel me? So that's a plus right there. Because if you was a bullshit person, if you was a bad person, nobody would want to be remembering or speaking up on your name. So that's a plus. That's just to show.
Social media, my wife do, but she seen it was like, hold up, ain't this who you was just talking to and talking about the other day? I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck you mean Giselle died? I'm looking at the article my man posted a little post for, and I'm like, Giselle, I'm like, nah, man, hell nah. Like, wow, that just like, I'm gonna reach out to my man though, like, yo, man, love is love, bro. Hold your head. I know that shit tore you up because them two was inseparable as brother and sister. You feel me? To the fact when he moved to Atlanta, he made his sister move with him. You feel me?
Yeah.
And he wasn't even rich then. His kids were still little then. He just went down there like, yo, I'm coaching down here. This is where I'm gonna start my life at. This is where my girl working at, and they all moved down there, bro, and it took off for him. His plan worked. Both of his sons in the NFL, both of her nephews in the NFL, and now she don't even get a chance to celebrate that shit. Wow. I know that's heavy on them. I'm feeling bad for the kids because I know how close they was to their aunt. You feel me? That's their aunt. And so his mom only had 2 kids, Andell and her. I'm like, I know that's fucking AJ and I'm up right now. Oh, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm sorry, but we get back on track though. But my wife, okay, my wife just blew my
No,
mind. But you just know, she
no,
just know.
no, 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 no,
You know,
no, no.
she just knew that was my people. And she's like, yo, look. She like, yo, you was just talking about him. You was just on the phone. I'm like,
Bro, look, you know me, bro. You know I don't care. This is this is it's always real life. You feel me? With me, like, so it's all a
yeah,
part of it,
I
bro. Look,
appreciate that.
look,
I
look,
appreciate that.
look. I'm gonna tell you how it's all a part of it, right? Just like how you about to continue with the conversation.
Mhm.
We talking sports. We done seen Magic Johnson, Kobe Bryant, Chauncey Billups, dude have cases, bro. Why they still gotta handle business?
Yeah, that's heavy, man. I'm just like, wow. Like, you know, it'd be different if, like, you know somebody who knew him, but, like, this is somebody I grew up with. We rode the same bus to school. Like, me and her brother played on the same football team. You feel me? Like, she was dating my man from my hood type shit. Like, wow. Oh, man. I'll kick it with him later, man. I'll kick it with him later, man. That
Yeah,
just blew me back, though, because I'm just like, whoa, that, you know, when shit be unexpected, you feel me?
yeah.
But it is what it is, bro. We gonna continue on. I'm my bad about that, my G. My
No,
bad.
it's all good, bro. It's all good. Like I said, look, hey, this right here, shit like this is the problem with this. To me, this is the problem with this. People don't know when to put a time out on certain shit, and they continue going. You know, like what a lot. You know what's that shit people say? Like when something, like for instance, when Tupac passed away, it would have been too soon for. I'm talking about right then. It would have been too soon for a nigga to say, nigga told that nigga to stop. You know, it's like that I told you so. You know when a nigga be like, I told you, like, don't go around the corner. You go get your ass kicked, and once you come back around the corner and a nigga right there like, oh, you went around the corner? Like, don't tell me that I told you so. It's the wrong time. Too soon, nigga. No, read the room, nigga.
Read the
And
fucking room.
Draymond Green is a nigga that don't. You feel what I'm saying? He a nigga that's perfect. He is a man that don't know how to read the room, bro. So he gonna fall for the trap.
Regular side. We good though, bro. We good. God
So
damn.
so tell me, man, what you thinking about with the with the playoffs so far, bro?
Shit. Kind of like what I expected. Um, I, yeah, yeah. I ain't gonna front. This shit exactly where I thought it was gonna be. I thought New York was gonna tap Atlanta. I thought Detroit was gonna tap Orlando. You feel me? Um, I felt Cleveland was just gonna outplay Toronto, so that came out. But I did have that going 7 games, so it's kind of going the way I predicted it. Funny, it may seem I did have Atlanta still in 1 game from San Antonio in the first round. You feel me?
Yeah.
So like it's going scheduled. I hate this injury shit because you know every year is injury, and we don't get a chance to see a full tilt playoff because of this something about it when it's like, man, yeah, y'all beat them, but Tyrese Halliburton wasn't playing. You feel me? Like,
Yeah.
so I don't really validate that. But these teams been holding their own, bro. I mean, I figured 3 more games will be out of there. Yep.
3 more games.
3 more games will be out of there. We ain't got nothing for them niggas, bro. Shea got held to under 20 points. Them niggas still beat 5 up. That's just letting you know y'all ain't got shit for him. And then LeBron, they asked LeBron, well, what was the difference in the game? Well, we missing 33 points. Man, fuck out of here. That nigga Austin Reeves shit at the bed. And remember I told you, bro, I need to see more. Now, I'm giving him a grace period because he just coming back off that serious injury.
Yeah.
Nigga, if you don't pop out game 2, Austin, I'm calling for your neck. I'm calling for your neck, bro. Because this year right here, I told everybody, yo, y'all got to be patient. He never was in a role where he was the second man and he had to. I said, this is the first time he's doing it. So let's see if he can do it before we say he can't do it. You feel me? And like I said, I'm going to give him a grace period because that was a serious injury that he had. Might have came back a little too early, but fuck that. If you came back, nigga, you need to be ready. Other than that, you need to go to JJ and be like, yo, I need 22 minutes. I'm only 75, 80%. Let me get y'all my 14 in the second and in the fourth. You feel me?
Man. I look at it, I'm not going to lie. I look at it, I'm looking at the history on what Austin Reeves' averages, how his game elevates, declines against OKC. I'm not feeling confident. I'm not feeling confident, bro. So you're right. I don't expect us. Look, I'm praying for a gentleman's sweep.
If you know what I'm looking at, I know we outgunned because I'm not expecting Luka to be back, period. But even if we could stay competitive and Austin can average 25 and you feel me, we get us a game, we gotta say, okay, maybe Austin is worth the money. You feel? Because we got a decision to make, bro. And right now, they saying that nigga eligible for a 5-year, $240 million extension. Not from what I'm seeing right now. But like I said, I give him grace because he's coming off an injury. Bitch, you got until game 2 to show me something. Game 2 of this series, you better come out and have 30. But like you said, against teams that got good defense, aggressive guards, he always come up short, bro. It's like his whiteness kicks in. He's not as athletic, and when you get up on them real guards, you feel me? Yeah, I could do this to this and to them, but when it comes to the upper echelon defenders, I have problems with them because my physical limitations fuck me over. You feel me? It ain't like he a Brent Berry, somebody who's jumping out the gym for a white boy or a Rex Chapman. You feel me? He got average to moderate white boy capabilities. And I see what these young niggas do to this nigga when they on the court with him. You feel me? But this is what I told him. I said, bro, they don't just do it to him. I said, look at the way A-Man Thompson. I said, nigga, LeBron had 8 turnovers in 2 games. And I said, against Houston, I said, I give LeBron a slight pass because he was really the only real, like, Marcus Smart was there. Okay. Marcus Smart was missing a couple games. Luke Kennard is not a pure ball handler. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's like Austin had to come back. He had to. We needed another ball handler. But now with him back, I don't think Marcus Smart should be taking 15 shots a game. I think that nigga should be down in the 6-7 range and let Luke Kennard and Rui get a couple more of them shots, niggas who can actually shoot. You feel me? I'm asking JJ, what the fuck is you doing? You playing Luke Kennard 33 minutes and he only taking 3 shots. That's not conducive to what he does. He's a shooter. So if you're going to play him high minutes, you got to run some shit that's going to get him some shots so he can be effective on the court. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And if he's not shooting, then he's not effective. I told people, remember that chainsaw we heard yesterday? Yeah, like, if you're not going to run him some sets to get him some open threes and open looks, then what do we got him out on the court for? Because he doesn't do anything else well enough to be out.
Can I run something past you that I want you to hear? Because I know we already know what we know about the other guy. But sometimes other people get exposed when you get the right help, right? Dame Leonard, he got exposed when he went to Milwaukee. Just being honest. I feel like I know a lot of people will say the opposite, and I'm gonna say both. A lot of you guys feel like James Harden is a failure, is not a closer. He don't got what it takes. Right, and I'm not a big, he's not one of my favorite players, but I respect what he can do. But he's not one of my favorite players, right? And the only reason, and I'm gonna tell you guys this, No one would ever be my favorite player if they don't play defense too. Now, and that's why a lot of people be like, what the hell is Trayvon talking about when he say the best version of James Harden is OKC? Well, OKC James Harden actually try to play defense on a black mama, actually try to play defense on whoever was the top player in the league at that time. I seen them give Kobe Bryant some difficult shots and everything. That's where Kobe Bryant told him, Kevin Durant, and Russ, you guys don't even have the right to talk to me yet, because Kobe didn't like that. This nigga was coming up. You got to understand when people are showing you respect and they expect more. Kobe Bryant told Russell Westbrook, you shouldn't be a Robin, you should be a Batman. That's why he gave Kevin Durant problems and everything, and probably was trying to be the MVP while he had the MVP on this team. You feel me? But James Harden is not the reason with the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's been the same thing going on. Right now, James Harden is coming to teams to help people. He came to Philly. He helped Joel Embiid get MVP. Joel Embiid, he seen something in him. It wasn't Joel Embiid seen something in James Harden. He wanted to come over there and think Joel Embiid could be the number one player like he used to be. James Harden has basically said, I can't get it done. I'm not the leader. I'm not Batman. He said that because if he didn't, he would have never left Houston. So when he left and joined any other team, when he left and went to Brooklyn, when he left and went to Philly, when he left and went to the Clippers and wanted to go with Kawhi, he was going with people that he thought can give him a championship and he could just help them. He seen something in Spidey Mitchell. I'm going to say it right now. Spidey Mitchell is a Robin too. It's two Robins on the same team. That's why it ain't working.
Absolutely, I say he's a Robin. He's a Robin. Now, if he got with somebody like Giannis,
yes, Ron. That nigga should have went to Giannis. Look, and I'm gonna tell you why it wouldn't have worked. These are two niggas that have talked about each other's careers up and down. Those niggas fit each other so perfectly, because James Harden will take care of all of the outside, the clutch shots, and Giannis will take so much. Man, it would be so perfect. I'm gonna tell you who else he'll have a good time playing with. He'll have a perfect time playing with Denver. If you trade Jamal Murray right now with James Harden, oh my God, I don't care what nobody say. Because Jamal Murray don't play defense, so I don't want to hear shit about James Harden don't play Jamal Murray don't either. That's why they brought Bruce back. What you think about that, bro?
I agree with that. I would like.
Do you think? Look, and I'm not saying they'll win it, but I will say this: since he's been on the last two championship teams, I feel like Houston Rockets with Chris Paul, but I feel like if he go to the Joker and Giannis, that's for sure contending. That's for sure contending. I don't care. And I don't like James Harden like that, but if you pair James Harden with the right people, when he just had to be a scorer and Chris Paul could be the passer, it was perfect. When he went to Brooklyn for a minute before he got that hamstring, because he didn't have to be the scorer. That could be KD, and it was perfect for KD because he don't want to have to play make. When he goes to teams like that, James Harden is a threat. Joel Embiid is the only real disappointment. And I'm gonna be honest, between Chris Paul and James Harden, I give them 50-50. Why? Chris Paul, you can never be healthy and be there for your team when it needs you. And James Harden, they give you a lot of credit for being a passer and a playmaker, but your dumb ass didn't know how to play make and have your team in a position to make a two-pointer. Y'all all shot 22 threes and missed them, all of you guys.
Listen, check this out, though, bro. Let me tell you how retarded this nigga is. You left the dynasty because they decided they wanted to make you the playmaker.
Yep.
You decided you wanted to be a scorer. You go to Houston, you do all the scoring, ain't win shit. Now you
Yep.
fresh off that high. Now you want to go back to being a playmaker. It's like, nigga, what the fuck? OKC tried to set you up with that. You, Russ, and KD would have been
Exactly. We just told you, OKC basically told you, we'll give you everything that you want. We just want you to play this part. You said, no, I want to be Kevin Durant. No, that's not you. And now in your later years, see, that's what I don't like about this generation. See, and if you go to, and this is what I'm saying, when I was growing up, dudes went to college for at least 3 to 4 years. So they knew if they was a superstar or a role player by the time they came to the league. Also, they didn't have to teach you basketball. Can I say this? Markelle Fultz, Ben Simmons, Lonzo Ball. If you niggas go do 2 to 3 years in college, whatever the fuck we thought was wrong with you in the NBA would have been fixed before you got there. Go ahead, big bro.
I agree with that. And I tell niggas, I said, man, Philly made a mistake a long time ago. I said, when they had Ben Simmons, Jimmy Butler, and Embiid, that's the core they should have stayed with. That's the core because you have somebody who's going to get both your scores the ball, play crazy defense, and then you have future MVP right there on your team. What Mr. Consistency, Jimmy Butler, you feel me?
And I can say this in any way, right, bro? Tell me the truth, right? And tell me if I'm lying, basically. And you know I'm not lying, bro. I know I'm not. When we young, when we kids, you guys, everybody listen. When you first start learning your ABCs and 1, 2, 3s and learning how to write your name, when you really start learning how to write your name in a straight line, or when you learn cursive, why did you learn how to do that so good? Because you practice makes perfect. You come back better than you were yesterday. Tomorrow is better than yesterday. That's what you're supposed to be. How did you learn how to do this? Because you practice. What I see with these players is it's all about they don't add on nothing. They don't work on anything. Hey, man, you bad in the post. You go 18 years without making your post game good, and then you want to wait till you're 37 to try to post game. It's too late.
Yeah, a lot of niggas don't understand that work that you got put in, bro.
You want to work on your 3-ball. I don't care what it is, your dribbling skills. Look, for instance, Kevin Durant, you 37, something like that. You've been in the league for what, 17 years, something like that, bro. If you would have worked on you know what you should have been doing in the offseason? You shouldn't have been like on some Devin Booker shit. In the offseason, you should have said double teams only. I'm going to figure out how to get past this shit. The reason why double teams still affect you, one of the most efficient scorers ever, if not ever, because you never worked on it. It ain't because you're not good.
Let me give you a little pushback on that, bro, right? Come on. This Kevin Durant. This nigga know what to do with the double team, but the double team was only effective because he had nobody else out there he could outlet the ball to that's gonna hurt us. You feel me? We like, nigga, we want you to throw the ball to Amen Thompson and Sagon.
No. Let me give you a little pushback. It ain't pushback. Let me give you a little contents on what I mean.
Okay.
Every time it's time for him to be the number one guy, we know what it looked like with a KD. We know what it looked like with a James Harden and a Russ. But we talking about when it's you, KD, because this is what gets you in that top 75, that top 100 to me. You know what I'm saying? For real. We need you sometime to pull it off. Look, special players, Magic Johnson, hook shot, rookie, final. Pull it off yourself. What y'all sad for? Kareem gone. Nah, nigga, it's on me. Sometime why is a nigga called the hero? Because multiple people helped him or because he did it by himself? Exactly. What separates a hero from the Justice League or the Marvel DC shit where you the Avengers is you do it by yourself. KD, Steph Curry proven by himself. LeBron James, whether you like it or not, by himself where he's better than the other players. Kobe Bryant, Shaq, get out of here. By myself. Shaq without Kobe one time. By myself.
Who could take the lead role? Like
So KD, that's what I'm saying. KD keep on shining away when it's really just him. We know how he can shine when he has somebody else that the defense has to worry about. But we talking about, look, we see Steph. Look, we seen Steph, me and you. Let's go back in the days. We seen Isaiah, we seen Magic, we seen Kobe, we seen Shaq, we seen even Tracy McGrady. All these players, Shaq, Tim Duncan, Gary Payton, Isaiah Thomas. We seen all these, Dr. J, we seen all these players somewhere by themselves. Look, goddamn, Bill Walton. One season, I don't care. By myself, Doug Nowitzki, by myself, I was a hero. I said, fuck everybody else. Y'all in my way. I'm fit to do it. Give me the ball. I see y'all having problems. When has KD did that?
Listen to this. Would this be a fair, spot-on assessment with Kevin Durant? Now, just listen. You a number one talent with a number two mindset.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm with you. Look, hey, look, that's what look, that's the only thing that keeps him out of the real debate. Look, Kevin Durant should have 4 championships or 5 with LeBron James and Steph Curry. It shouldn't be this lopsided. You feel me, big bro?
Well, listen, and we actually seen him be successful as a number one. Remember, OKC made the finals when they was young. He was the leader of that team, but for some reason, he just like, let me show up and score.
You know why? No, say the reason, bro. Look, you love the fuck out of me, bro. You give me respect, and you want that same respect. It don't matter what season it is, right? But if this is the season of Ron time, and I need to fall back, this your MVP season, Ron ain't gonna be nice to me. When we come in at halftime, Ron time gonna tell the truth to the whole team. Hey, hold on, coach. Trey, pass that motherfucking ball to me, nigga. Straight up like that. And guess what? I'm not gonna get sensitive. I ain't gonna cry and say you being mean. You let me know you the lead. You let me know you showing dominance. Nigga, you know why we here? Stop this bullshit. Give me the fucking ball, nigga. You my boy. And since you my boy, I feel like I can be honest with you, nigga. Give me that motherfucker. Stop playing so we can win. Nigga, you came here, nigga, to change the game plan, nigga? And you know what? If I want to be a champion, look, if I want to be a champion and don't let my pride get in the way, and I know I'm a part of this shit, you right, bro. My bad. I'm up here trying to steal your glory. Kevin Durant, look, how about this, bro? Tell me if you agree with this, right? Fuck the Kevin Durant fouls, right? This me and you, we from a different era. Fuck the Kevin Durant fouls. It wouldn't have been no Ron Tom fouls. Because Ron Tom would have said what he said in the locker room secretly. He don't have to tweet it. He don't have to Instagram DM it. Ron Tom in the locker room publicly. Close the door. Hey, y'all, you, Shangoon. You on some bullshit. Step up, so-called franchise player. Hey, Shepard, you retarded? What the fuck wrong with you? You don't got to tweet this, Ron, because you going to tell us in our face to give us constructive criticism, to bring out the best. This world ain't got too sensitive. You feel me, Ron? I'm your bro. I'm telling you, man, my girl, I'm going through this with my kids, my bro. You can tell me the easy way and just divorce and get the fuck out of there. Or you can tell me, nigga, man up and be the leader, nigga, and tell your family what the fuck they need to be doing.
Jabari, you tripping. Yo, you niggas get me the ball. Yo, that's a fact, bro. That's a fact. You feel me?
That's all I'm getting at, bro. I'm not saying, look, we both on the same. KD is not your skill, but bro, I'm going to tell you, when Kobe Bryant realized I can't just tell my teammates you garbage, I got to tell them a reason how to be. Like, hey, look, this is what I expect from you. When he didn't tell Paul Gasol, hey, motherfucker, garbage ass nigga. No, he said, Paul, This is what I expect from you. Get harder. What he said? He said, I didn't get my team aggressive enough. He said Boston bullied us. So when you seen them practice next year, what was he doing to Sasha? Elbowing Sasha. Shut the fuck up. Why? Because he seen Paul Pierce and Ray Allen punk you. So let me let you know what I expect. I don't give a fuck who you guard, LeBron, me, whoever it is. I want you to talk some shit and be aggressive. You know, you don't put your team down. You teach them how to be the Black Mamba in their own way, not your way. See, that's what Kobe learned. Let me say it like that. Kobe learned. Oh, damn, my boy went out. Kobe learned not to want his team to be the Black Mamba on his own. I see you, Ron. I see you went out. I got you back in. Look, this is what I want to say, and I know you agree with this. You know, when you great at something, it's like Jerry West, it's like Kobe. You ask people, why you can't do it? It's simple. No, it's simple to you.
That's a fact.
So you gotta start understanding. All right, you can't be the Black Mamba like me. But look, I want you to be the Black Mamba in your way. You are a 3-point shooter. Be the motherfucking 3-point shooter in Black Mamba, Sasha. Hey, Paul. You ain't the Black Mamba like me. Be the power forward Black Mamba that you can be. Nigga, you can shoot you can shoot the perimeter. You can go post moves. Be the best at screen and pick and roll. Be the Black Mamba in that. Be the best in your role. I'm not telling you to be the best ever. I'm saying be the best to your ability that God gave you. Say if God said Trey. No, say if God said Ron, you really supposed to be a 9. But guess you really supposed to be a 9. But guess what? Ron didn't practice and didn't make himself to a 9. God said, I'm going to get you to a 7. But Ron, you got to get yourself the other 2 points. If Ron don't put himself to that contest, you never reach your potential. It's all about just reaching your potential as a role player, a bench player, a coach, a owner. It's not about being the best. It's just about, we're not about to say the Golden State. Look, do we talk about the Golden State Warriors owner as one of the best owners ever? No. But to his potential, he got 4 fucking championships to a franchise that never had none.
Hey, yo, check this out. I'm going to show you how that worked for you, right?
Yeah.
Remember how they said they bullied us, they punked us, which was true, right?
Yeah, which was true.
Remember when we rematched with them, right? 4th quarter, they get the technical foul. Kobe going to the line. Do you remember exactly what happened?
What 4th quarter? Kobe goes to the line, technical foul on
Boston.
Yeah.
Do you remember what happened? And this will let me know, nigga. I said, man, my man's elite. You know what happened?
He missed the free throw.
No. Nigga, Sasha went up to the line and told, get the fuck out of the way. I got
Oh, wait. You talking about when Sasha shot him in that game. You talking about game 7.
Kobe went to the line first and Sasha was like, nah, move. I got it.
Hey, look, yeah, no, I'll never forget. I can tell you right now, because I remember how he shoot his free throws. I'm not lying. Sasha Voracek used to wear that little thin hairband that keep your hair from falling in front of your face. And he used to always rub both of his hands behind his ears to get a little grip on the ball with his sweat.
That nigga told Kobe, nah, you move. I got you, bro. You did enough today. I'm gonna go.
I'll never forget. Look, you not lying because look, those free throws are special to him because I remember I watched his whole interview out the mud with Tony Allen and your boy
Zebo.
Yeah, Zebo. I watched it. He spoke about those free throws. He said Kobe taught me like how to be tough. Like, look, where are all those players at? Where is the Jordan forearms? Where is the only reason we still know of Ariza is because he went over there and played with a player that had TV time, and that was James Harden.
You heard what Shannon Brown said when he was on the interview. Listen, what y'all talk about, there was not no mom slander. They were not going for it. That nigga, like Shannon Brown seen, man, that nigga took exciting prospect, and he made me believe, bro. He had me playing on a level I don't even know I could play on. You feel me?
You know what that make me feel like? That make me, when Draymond Green say shit like this, bro, I think about like, and I'm saying the roles that people play, right? And if they talked out of character. Now, look, all these players that I'm about to say, they never did this. I'm saying this is like them doing this. This is like Robert Horry coming out saying, we would have never had those, Kobe and Shaq would have never had those championships if I wouldn't have made that shot against the Spurs. Stop it. He know better. No, we would have never won that game if I never made that shot. You feel me? And let me go to another person. For instance, you know how they say Ray Allen saved LeBron James' career with that shot?
Mm-hmm.
Why we never said that? What was that dude name? I can't. Patton. Why we never say Patton saved Michael Jordan's career with that shot? Paxson. Why we never say Paxson saved Michael Jordan's career with that shot? No, because we know Paxson did what the fuck he was supposed to do. We knew that LeBron James wasn't getting it done, so that's why we connect Ray Allen to saving his career. Because
it's something else to do with that too, though, bro. You gotta think about it, right? So where you right.
Yeah,
Paxson has a big part of helping Jordan win a championship, but I'm gonna tell you the difference. Jordan and them wasn't in a if we lose situation. You feel me?
Exactly. That's what I'm. That's exactly what I'm saying. Jordan never got. Look, the only Game 7 we seen was in the Eastern Conference Finals with Reggie Miller.
Right. So, guess
what? Nobody saved that. Nobody saved that series. Nobody saved that series, but Michael Jordan. See, that's why we can't say if Scottie Pippen would have outperformed Michael Jordan in this Game 7. We would have said, if it wasn't for Scottie, we would. Our generation ain't like that. We would have said, nigga, if it wasn't for Scottie putting up 40, if it wasn't for Scottie putting up this, but that ain't what happened. It was Mike.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Look, it's a lot of Game 7s that LeBron James didn't win. So it's like play your role. Y'all give credit to LeBron James when it was other players that did the real big thing. Look, Scottie Pippen, you mad because the shot ain't going to you and you ain't about to get the credit. Who coach deserved that shit? He hit it.
Bobo in there.
So that's all I'm saying. It's like play your role, bro. You don't have niggas like Ron Harper or Dennis Rodman or Rick Fox or Derek Fisher saying, if I didn't look, Derek Fisher ain't saying if I didn't hit that 3.0 second shot, Kobe wouldn't be Kobe and Shaq wouldn't be Shaq.
Mm-hmm.
Or he ain't saying, you don't hear Derek Fisher saying, Phil Jackson hindered my career. I could have did more. We know, Derek Fisher, you could score, but you played your role and you knew that's all you had to do, and you was a star in that motherfucker. And guess what? Right now, today, if Derek Fisher came to a Laker game, everybody gonna stand up and clap. They gonna give him the same respect as Kobe. Not as much. It ain't gonna be as loud, and it might not be as long, but everybody gonna stand up.
We're gonna get that appreciation.
Yes, you feel me? Look at Allen Iverson. He didn't win shit for Philly, but he get a hand clap like he fucking Dr. J.
Mm-hmm.
If not, look, to be honest, he get looked at better than Dr. J. I'm gonna be honest, the world didn't forgot about Dr. J. They give Allen Iverson more love than Dr. J, bro, than Moses Malone.
That's a fact. Hey, yo, you know what's crazy too, bro? You know what point that I just thought about when you brought up his name? That just go to show you how the 96 draft was. Nigga, Derek Fisher was in that 96 draft too. He came out the same year Kobe.
Thank you, bro. They played the same years, and guess what? And he got the same amount of rings as Kobe, bro. Kobe didn't win one ring without Derek Fisher.
That's a fact.
And he wanted Derek Fisher back.
That's a fact.
And look, this another thing. Why the hell Oscar Robertson do not get the same amount of credit as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for that championship in Milwaukee. And this is the fucking triple. This is the first man ever to average a triple double, but nobody gives him the credit to the championships as they give Magic. Goddamn, this nigga had 2 top 50 players, but y'all don't look at Oscar like y'all look at Magic. That's disrespect. Giannis Antetokounmpo get more respect than Oscar Robertson, and they both got the same amount of championships, bro. You feel me, Ron?
I mean, Oscar was
Hey, look, Oscar had a record. This is what Lil Bro telling you. Before Giannis, I don't know what record he got. I'm gonna be honest, if he does have one. But Oscar had a record for averaging a triple-double during a whole season. And he had a championship on that. And he gave Milwaukee their first. Giannis did not give y'all first to this young generation. It's just y'all first championship because y'all born in this time. Why does he, if Oscar Robertson walked into the Milwaukee Bucks arena, y'all are not gonna clap for him the same way y'all clap for Giannis. That's a fact.
That's a fact. And he the OG.
And he gave y'all the first one. And he had the record. It took over 20-something years for his record to be broke.
That's a fact.
And guess what? The nigga who broke his record don't got a championship, and y'all call him Mr. Triple-Double. I'm going to call Oscar Mr. Triple-Double because he got a ring with it.
That's a fact.
And that's off of respect. That's just off respect. I know Russ did it 4 or 5 seasons, but Russ, he did it and it counted.
Hey, yo, but I'm going to tell you what Russ' thing was, though. Russ was like, yeah, and Russ would probably put his above his, too. Russ probably like, man, I went crazy because this nigga left me. I ain't have nobody. Like I ain't have nobody. This nigga left me, he left me with a bunch of role players.
But look, when you had James Harden and Kevin Durant, you ain't do shit. He did something with when he had something. He did something when he had something. You didn't.
I mean, listen, I give them their props. I just felt that OKC team ran up against the OG Miami team. You feel me?
But look what I'm saying. I understand what they went against. It was a young super team against an older super team. A young drafted super team against an old super team. Guess what? Remember this? It was a drafted super team with Steph, Clay, and Draymond in them against a super team made by LeBron, Kevin Love, and Kyrie. They came out on top.
To their defense. Now, that's what I mean by with the OKC. That's why I'm so mad at James Harden. Because I'm like, bitch, you left what you had, not for $4 million a year, for extra $4 million. OKC could only pay you 54. Houston paid you 58. You left a fucking dynasty to go try to be the man. Now, think about this. James Harden signed back with OKC. Golden State don't go on that run, bro. Now, they the young boys who stayed together. By the time they get to year 6, 7, it's they run. You feel me? Just like we see how OKC did it now. Jalen Williams, Shea Gilgeous, you feel me? Shed Holmgren. We ain't gonna split them up. We gonna pay everybody. Now, they all come into their veteranism. They all 5, 6 years in the league. Guess who got a chokehold on the league? The same 3 young niggas that they put together that decided to stay together, and one of them didn't cry like a bitch and run off and try to get his own team because, listen, the crazy part about it, he listened to the ops. They said that summer, LeBron James and Dwayne Wade was on that nigga line every day saying, man, you need your own team. You don't need to be sitting behind them niggas just because they knew them niggas needed to be split up. If them niggas would have stayed together, bro, with Serge Ibaka and how they drafted Steven Adams and Andre Robertson playing defense, bro, them niggas would have won like 3 in a row, bro.
Yes, sir. Somebody shot you out, Ron Ton. Gran Dioso VL, they shot Ron Ton out. Grandiose shot us all out. Yes, sir. But
salute everybody, Freddie G.
Hey, that's a fact. What you said, I understand all of it. My thing is the responsibility. Take responsibility of who you are for your team, and take responsibility of what you do positive for your team and negative. We all agree. All of us are Kobe Bryant fans, Michael Jordan fans. See, the difference right now is, look, when we didn't have social media, we didn't have YouTube. When Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan did something wrong, we couldn't come on YouTube, Ron, and be like, Kobe fucked up tonight. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But we knew he did.
Mm-hmm.
When Shaq fouled out and fucked up, we was saying it to the people around us, but we didn't have YouTube for other people to hear it.
Right.
All around the world did some bullshit. This nigga always, or look, for instance, everybody in the world knows Shaq suck at free throws. We didn't need YouTube to agree on that.
Right.
Everybody will talk about Shaq. It's an ongoing joke. Shaq asked, if Shaq could shoot free throws, that nigga probably would be in the top 5 in scoring.
Bro, that's just like me, right? This is what I say, right? Because a lot of shit we know, it's just like common basketball knowledge. You feel me? We don't even really get into our basketball bag until we talking to each other. Like, you know, like when you talking to me, you know you could dig in your bag and you know I'm going to relate to everything you're saying.
Yes, sir.
Me? With these niggas nowadays, bro, they don't know shit. It's like they don't like they basketball start really in like 2005.
See, that's the difference with our generation. We actually wanted to investigate the past. You told us, if we said, and I'm just saying this, right? This ain't true. I'm just saying this is what younger dudes would do if you were in your time. Nick Van Exel is the best fucking Laker point guard ever because he's doing his thing in my time. But then an old dude come and say, you don't know about Magic Johnson, motherfucker? And I could just start an argument and be like, I don't care about no old ass nigga. No, I go do my history. I go watch Magic. And then I'm watching Nick Van Exel already. I could tell. You not on Magic Johnson level, nigga.
It's this one young boy, right? On YouTube. We got to get some. Come on. It's this one boy on YouTube, right? His whole page, bro, is going back finding old players and watching their mixtapes and really seeing how good these dudes is. And I got to get a young boy credit. Man, that nigga went, he said, man, hold on. He said, this today's video, y'all. He said, I'm going to go back and he said, I heard a few people talking about this dude like he was like that. He said, I'm going to go back and I'm going to watch this dude named Clyde Drexler. Man, listen, come on.
Before Kobe Bryant, everybody had Clyde Drexler as the second greatest shooting guard ever.
Listen, when he got finished watching Clyde Drexler, he said, us as the young people gotta stop, man. He said, we gotta stop. He said, we talk about like these old dudes didn't have a bag, like these dudes wasn't nice. He said, man, I just watched a 9-minute clip on Clyde Drexler. He said, and son was nice. He like, son was nice. He was like, I mean, he said, that's just like now. And I like the analogy that he broke down. He said, that's just like now. He said, you got a vintage, old school Fleetwood Cadillac, you feel me?
Yeah.
In mint condition, you feel me?
Yeah.
Compared to a Tesla nowadays. He say, everybody gonna look at the Tesla because it got more features and it's more modern. He said, but when you go back and look at that Fleetwood, you're gonna be like, yo, that bitch was nice. In a whole different way. Yeah, it didn't have a moon roof, it didn't have this button, it couldn't drive itself. But when you look at this bitch from inside out, that bitch was nice.
Hey, look, what our generation wanted. We wanted 1985 Cutlasses, not the new one. We wanted the old Camaro. We wanted the old Suburbans. We wanted the old because it was better. You feel me? Look, these cars, fiberglass. You gonna die. We want that metal car that's gonna protect you.
But I said, damn, I said, that's a great analogy, young man. He's like, yo, we gotta start appreciating the vintage, y'all. He said, we can't just wipe these dudes. Yo, when he watched Isaiah Thomas, he's commentating while he like, okay, so I'm not getting it. He like, why are dudes saying dudes back in the days didn't have handles? He like, this dude handle is crazy. And he looking at Tim Hardaway and he like, why they say these dudes couldn't hoop, that these dudes wasn't skilled. And he like, whoa, listen, listen, bro, he's not even watching mixtapes of Magic and George of the Stars, you feel me? He just going back trying to catch regular folk and see how they were. And he like, oh, they had work. It ain't the same type work like back in the day. We used to cut our shit with Super B. Today they use Miami Ice. You feel me? So it's just like, whoa, they cut is a little different, but they bag is the same. You feel me? Like, yes, yo, these motherfuckers was nice. Like, yo, like, and he told, hey, yo, you know who he said he watched? And this one I knew he really be doing his homework. I got to find his name so you can watch his page because you'll appreciate the young boy page. You know who this nigga watched the tape on? I see you, bro. Hey, yo, that nigga was like, yo, my dad suggested I watch this one dude. You see where we at, bro?
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, yo. Hey, yo. He said, my dad had me watch this one dude he told me was his favorite player back in the day. He said, I'm about to see if he was buns or not. Guess who the nigga dad had him watching?
Who?
Mark Aguirre. And when he finished watching Mark Aguirre mixtape, he was like, oh, damn, son could do everything. And his thing is, let me see if they could play in today's league. He like, yo, he would kill in today's league, yo. He like, this dude would kill in today. Then he like, I'm not seeing why they saying these dudes couldn't dribble it. Nah, because y'all looking at the modifications. You feel me? That's what it is. Hey, yo, you know how you buy a fire car and you put a kit on it? You just looking at the kit. You're not actually looking at the build of the car. You feel me?
Yeah, yeah.
So basically, all the new talent, all they did was take the old car and throw a kit on it, bro.
Yeah. And look, just look at your DNA, right? And this for any woman, this for any man. If you go in the mirror and you say I'm handsome or you say I'm beautiful, you have to thank your parents, your grandparents, your great-grandparents, and so on for your genes. It's not you. It's the people before you that made you. How the hell can you thank yourself in any league and don't thank the people before you?
But hey, yo, that's just what it is, though, bro. Y'all got the same skill set, but y'all threw a kit on it, so now it look like a Ferrari.
And guess what, too, bro? That you let believe. Just saying, or you weren't able to get to.
What's that? Back
in the days, it was more plays ran than ISO. You don't think Isaiah Thomas or Michael, you remember when Michael Jordan, Isaiah Thomas, when they did get their moments, one-on-one ISO. They dribbled that ball.
Could you imagine if that nigga Mike didn't play in the triangle and that nigga just played ISO his whole career?
Look,
38,000,
40,000. Look, guess what? We don't, but me and you, we don't have to. We seen what happened when he did that. 10 fucking NBA scoring titles.
Hey, yo, and he did half of that constraint within the triangle.
So, but we knew he could have averaged more. His averages more was when he wasn't in the triangle.
Listen, that's a fact. I remember in Phil Jackson's book, bro. If you
Kobe Bryant, Kobe Bryant averaged more when he wasn't in the triangle.
Hey, yo, the nigga said, Phil Jackson said the triangle absolutely held Mike and Kobe back. He said it was meant to. It was meant to get the other team involved.
The triangle is a sharing offense.
Oh, right. So that's why he said it definitely limited Kobe and Mike. He said, and it used to drive me crazy because there come a point in the game where the motherfucker said, man, fuck the triangle, get me the ball, watch out.
Hey, look, what he said the difference between Kobe was and Mike. He said Kobe will go out the triangle offense a lot more than Mike.
Nah, motherfucker, y'all need to see what I can do.
Hey, look. Kobe saying, motherfucker, Dale Harris, Phil Jackson, you asked me to hold back with my 40-point average. When Shaq, we gonna lose the big guy. He say, I'm tired of that shit. Kobe held his fucking scoring back from 2 coaches.
That's a fact. One coach ain't even giving him fuck. Dale Harris straight up shitted on him.
Look, I'm gonna tell you right now. Dale Harris stupid, right? Because you just seen Kevin Garnett come in and own the league. Why the hell would you hold him back? You should give him a chance. Why would you hold him back when Kevin Garnett has proven a high school student can do it?
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you why. Because they was looking at, first of all, Kevin Garnett was going to a situation wasn't nobody in front of him. So he had a chance, even though he only averaged that 12 his rookie year, but he showed that this nigga about to be him. You feel me? Kobe got to LA. He had 2 all-star guards in front of him. He had Nick Van Exel and Eddie Jones, both of them all-stars. You feel me? As you can see, because all 4 of them end up making the all-star team. He had like.
But look, what me and you know is, yes, you are all-star, right? That's all career bound, right? But what's going on in practice?
Hey, yo, and that's why I respect Eddie Jones. Eddie Jones is probably the one vet that wouldn't mind the nigga starting because he already knew what his body was like from being in Philly.
If Dale Harris was smart, look, yes, I can use a lot. If I could use a lot of teams, Ron, and you know about them. Look, if the Toronto Raptor team was smart, why the fuck you don't got Vince Carter starting that fucking shooting guard and Tracy McGrady at small forward?
And yo, and that's the thing about it. The odd man out would have been Cedric Ceballos, but I'm like, fuck him. He ain't a real Laker anyway.
Nigga, at the end of the day, you got 2 first-team defensive players, two-way first-team players, period. You got Eddie Jones and Kobe Bryant that can be first-team offense and defense. What the fuck? That's why you need to go, Dale Harris. You a bad coach because you couldn't see what you had.
Hey, yo, come on. Let's go. Yeah, what he should have did was put Eddie at the 3 and started Kobe at the 2. Then, like,
come on, and look, as time went on, you could have used. I'm gonna say this: you could have used Kobe and Eddie Jones like Scotty and Jordan.
Hey, yo, listen. At the time now, to his defense, you feel me? He on the hot seat. He got Shaq and Eddie in him. Now he done turned the team around when Shaq signed. You feel me? And he got.
But look, ownership telling you to play Kobe.
Yo, but hold on. But we got to look at it like this, right? Because I try to look at every side, right, bro?
Okay, I'm listening to you, big bro.
Now, I was fortunate enough to be here when Jerry West brought us the most dominant force the NBA has ever seen, right?
Yeah.
Hold on. Before he got here, I was shit water because we was drafting, you feel me? We ended up drafting 2 guards that turned out to be great guards, right? Now, we add the most dominant force in the NBA to it right now, you feel me? We're expected to win right now. Shaquille O'Neal just left the finals. You feel me? So now, as a head coach, man, and this is me not being biased. This is me not knowing what Kobe Bryant was going to be. Because it's easy to say that, especially since we know how the Mamba turned out. But, man, that's not about the. We got championship aspirations. Y'all want me to tie that shit to a fucking 17-year-old kid? Man, get the fuck out of here. And I got and I got a proven veteran averaging 20 in all defensive teams. Man, get the fuck out of here. I'm coaching for my life right now. I'm coaching for my life because I sucked the last 2 years. You feel me? Now I finally got a team, and y'all want me to play experiment?
And you want me, you want me to bet my life on a rookie. I understand that.
Listen, not just a rookie. This nigga fresh out of high school, y'all. You feel me? So
but look, this is not your normal high school player.
Listen, I get that, and we've all come to find that out. You feel me? But nigga, my baby can't eat off no goddamn hope and dream. You feel me? I need to go with the for sure thing. So in a sense, I kind of understood Dale Harris that first year, but after playing him that first year and seeing him practice and all that, that second year should have been entirely different, Dale. You feel me? I get it. I get it because I try to look at shit from both sides. You feel me? So I get it. But after that first year when he only averaged 7 points, but you had a chance to get to know this kid and you seen how this kid worked and you seen this kid actual skill set, you seen what he doing to your vets in practice. And it's just like, damn, you know what? I might not start him, but guess what? His points went up from 7 points a game to 13 points a game that second year. He got a little bit more minutes. You feel me? He got a little bit more minutes. That third year, remember, he still wasn't starting his third year, bro. By his third year, bro, he was starting in the All-Star game and wasn't even starting for his own fucking team.
What you think about Orlando?
Orlando?
Just saying the fight that they put up. You know, we different. I'm talking about for the future. I'm not talking about for right now. I'm saying for the teams who proved something to you in these playoffs that you feel like watch out for them.
Well, you know what? Orlando was sort of a disappointment to me because I had them as my dark horse coming into the year. But I get it. Injuries happen. Shit happen. You feel me? So I get that. But like I said, they traded with the right team, but they traded for the wrong guy, bro. If I was them, I'd still be doing anything I can to get my hand on Ja Morant outside of France and Paolo. And listen, and I like that young buck Anthony Black they got. You feel me? That young guy, and I like that power forward Kane they got. You feel me? But if I got some draft picks, if I'm Orlando, I'm calling Memphis like, yo, what y'all need for Ja outside of Franz and Paolo? We got draft picks because you get Ja Morant down there, I promise you, they winning a whole lot, bro. They like, because they still need a lead guard, bro. They still need somebody like that lead guard, like, yo, give me that bitch, watch out. Desmond Bain, he can get you 20, but he's not a lead guard. You got to get him the ball. He can't create his own shot, you feel me? They still need somebody like closer who can create his own shot. Bitch, the game on the line, watch out.
What you think about the Spurs and the Timberwolves series?
I hate it for the fact that I know my boy ain't 100%. I know that he ain't 100%, so I know and it's not the Spurs' problem, you feel me? That's not their problem. But
Wemby ain't 100% too. I'm gonna tell you, when I play against a player like Wemby, I'm not thinking about stopping him. I'm thinking about just playing that motherfucker aggressive.
Now, listen. Now, I need you to pick up what I'm about to put down on the floor, right? Because it's kind of deep and it might go over a lot of niggas' heads. Right now, Ant being hurt is stunting Wemby growth.
Now, I know what you mean. We're not knowing who's really the apex predator between them because one of them is at a disadvantage.
Right. So Wemby don't know what he really needs to get to clear Ant because you know what?
I'm right there with you, bro. I know what you mean. I know you ain't saying Wemby don't have the talent. I know what you mean. It's like watching a boxing fight, right? And we knowing that one of the boxers is coming off a sprained wrist. We like, he ain't gonna punch as hard as he can. And that's basically what you saying with Anthony Edwards.
So
He can't punch as hard as he can because he's in this fight with a sprained hand.
right. And so now Wemby ain't really getting tested how he should get tested. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wemby ain't
So tell me. So let's just get this out the way because I know it's a lot of people that want to hear this. You feel me? We've been talking about other things, but let's get to what everybody really likes to talk about. But we know the truth. The Lakers. I'm just hoping for a damn gentleman's sweep towards and in favor of the OKC Thunder. We're not about to beat this team. Why? I'm not saying Luka will change anything, but we don't even have Luka.
I mean, Luka would change a whole lot, but even with Luka, I don't think we built to beat OKC right now.
No. Bro, OKC can beat us with a bench.
We need some dogs. These dudes we got filling minutes, like Jake LaRavia. That nigga sucks, bro. Jake LaRavia sucks. Vando sucks. Right? We have no bench. So whereas no knock against Bronny James, because like I said, I root for the young bull. You feel me? He's a young kid trying to make it. I can't do nothing but root for him. You feel me? Especially after going through cardiac arrest, college not going like it's supposed to, everything getting fast tracked for you, you know, because your dad want to fulfill this dream. So you can make that happen, so you're gonna make that happen. You feel me? But
it's nothing. No, I'm with you. No, it's nothing against them, man. But it's about what's beneficial, and
right. But
and you and your dad dreams. Your dad dreams have never been beneficial to any team's success.
And I think he know that, like Bronny, like when I heard that Rich Paul interview, like, and I heard Rich Paul say this, he was like, and Bronny didn't orchestrate none of that shit to the Lakers. Bronny did. He just wanted to hear his name called on draft day. He wasn't with that shit. Rich Paul said it's like, yo,
I'm gonna tell you, I feel bad. I'm not gonna lie. I seen it, right? I watched it over and over. When they called his name, he cried. That's all genuine. Because you know what? Bronny ain't the one who got himself in this position. He don't like the way he went by his career. I'm pretty sure that young man wanna earn respect. You know what I mean? I don't want to shit on him, man. He's a black young man. I don't want to shit on him, and I don't want to look. The sins of the father shouldn't weigh on the son.
Listen, that's what I told her. I said, yo, bro. I said it wasn't Bronny's idea to go to Sierra Canyon. I said if that nigga would have went to a school like Mikey Williams did, that nigga would have averaged 30 points a game in high school too. I said, but no, this nigga father put him on an all-star school. That nigga. Everybody NBA son play here. You feel me?
You on a team with Scottie Pippen kids.
Yeah, so it's just like, yo, I'm not expecting that young nigga to average 30. Let's put it in perspective. He went to Sierra Canyon. Nobody averaged that amount. Everybody averaged like 12, 15. You feel me? And all them good-ass players they had, Zaire Williams and all that shit, like the biggest guys, they had some players. So I respect that. But don't think that he couldn't have went and averaged 30 at a normal high school. He that type of player. You feel me? But like, fast track, UFC, that was supposed to be his, okay, I'm about to put it in, get it in. The nigga had the cardiac arrest. Me, man, I don't even know if I would want to play basketball again after going through some shit like that.
Hey, I'm right there with you, man. I don't have nothing against Bronny, but look, this is how I look at it. As a Laker fan, right? We don't need Bronny. Now, if that don't make sense, if you think I'm a hater, like if you think I'm a hater because of that, well, you reading me wrong.
That was getting to my point, bro. I was kind of long-winded, but my point is, bro, if we in the playoffs and there's any type of thought of Bronny James getting minutes, bro, we in trouble. You feel me? Think about what our bench look like, bro. Like, we got a motherfucking 17 pick that we know can score 30 in the game that JJ Redick won't fuck with Dalton Connect. For whatever reason, this nigga will not fuck with Dalton Connect. This nigga rather put Bronny and Nick Smith Jr. in the fucking game than a nigga who was the 17th pick in the draft that we've seen score 40 points in the NBA before.
And look, it feels and we know it's forced.
Right? I'm just like, damn, we don't take advantage. I'm like, the boy 6'6", can shoot and put the ball on the floor. Oh, he can't play defense. Bitch, neither can Austin Reeves or Luka fucking Doncic.
And look, we can for sure get more buckets out of him than Bronny. He can create his own fucking shot.
And he just bigger, bro. Okay, like, damn. You niggas is telling me we got niggas like Drew Timmy. All these niggas getting time.
I'm sorry. Hey, you made me laugh. You was like, and he just fucking bigger, bro.
He is. The boy like 6'5", 6'6", man, or some shit like that. I don't know. But he's it's a mismatch for him somewhere on the court. Yeah, and the Nick, you got to get up on the boy because the boy can shoot. We all know he can shoot.
On God, that motherfucker can shoot.
He's a shooter. Like, so why we not using him? Man, you can't tell me that nigga is worse than Jake LaRavia. Bitch, we putting Jake LaRavia out there. That nigga is giving us absolutely fucking nothing. Playing like 18 minutes, and this nigga got like 1 rebound and zeros all around.
Even the other little skinny dude. The little skinny dude on our team with the braid.
Nick Smith?
Yeah.
Man, and this is what I be trying to tell. Like, I be talking to other niggas in the stream, like, because I try to get everybody who fuck with the Lakers a shot. Now, like, these niggas tell me, like, man, we should just put Nick Smith in. And I'm looking at these niggas like, nigga, what playoff team you see playing with G League players right now? What the fuck is y'all talking about? What the fuck is y'all talking about, bro? Nigga, if y'all talk about relying a G League player or Bronny James,
who the fuck else in the playoffs with a two-way player?
With a fucking two-way player on their rotation. Stop it, bro. What's the problem, my nigga? Now Vandal go out, even though he wasn't doing shit anyway, but I think that's just on JJ Redick. You got to figure out a way to put him in the game to make him effective. We know he can rebound. We know he play great defense. Well, you know what, bitch? Oh, the team just leave him wide open. Good. Shoot that motherfucker. If he miss it, bitch, get back down there and stop these niggas until he make that bitch.
Yeah, well, hey, look, bro, I'm going to go and handle some shit. You already know, man. Whenever I come live again, bro, I appreciate it. That's why I dropped that link for you, bro.
I'm always there for you, my G. I'm always there for you.
I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate you coming fucking with your boy, bro, on some real shit. Because you could, look, like multiple people said, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you right here with your boy.
Yeah, that's a fact. I'm right here with you. So, let me know. Just send it to the email and we on, bro. Shout out to everybody.
So let everybody know. Hey, shout out to Ron, man. When my boy drop his channel, whenever he do his shit, man, click in there. I see he got his own followers and all that. I appreciate who clicked in for him. I appreciate who clicked in for me. Ron, once again, thank you, bro. I appreciate it. Hey, tune in, bro. We'll be back again.
All right. Warn yourself.
sir.
Bless to the family.
Hey, love you, bro. Same to you.